Hello, everyone. I'm Daniel Hunt, Dan Can, the People's Realtor, and I'm joined today with my brothers.
Hey, Tommy Wooten here, putting the woot in real estate.
And I'm Luke Jones, the host of the Dallas Home Collection across social media.
And before we get started, we want to invite you to subscribe, be a part of our YouTube family. Please help the algorithm by liking and commenting. We would love to interact with you all. And please share this content with other realtors who you think would want to get this information. Tommy, what you got for us?
Yeah, so we got to kind of establish the realtor code, right? There's the written rules. We know about our code of ethics. However, there are unspoken rules, unwritten rules. They are spoken.
Yeah.
We gonna tell each other and we hold each other accountable. But they are unwritten rules of a top real estate agent. There are certain things that we don't need to do to each other. And so let's hash these out.
I like it.
I want to let me start off, and I'll go straight to the actual contract, being under contract. We know not to contact another agent's client directly, right?
100%.
There's instances in which a buyer and a seller, they want to contact each other. They want to, this is very rare. In 15, 16 now years of real estate, it's only been once or twice in which clients have wanted to talk to each other. Rarely am I okay with it. And sometimes I'll make that happen, but really never will I right talk to another agent's client.
Right.
So let's establish that, all right? Because it can get really messy if we get into talking to other agents' clients or customers.
Yeah.
You got anything, any icks, pet peeves from other agents?
Well, yeah, I have a few, but one is, if I have a listing or if I have a buyer, either one, whatever side you on, let's say I have a listing, for instance, just simple. I have a listing. I have a client that really wants to sell their home. You have a buyer. You have a buyer that really wants to purchase a home. We are not working against each other.
Oh, come on, man.
We are not working against each other.
This is not Hollywood.
No, this is a
not Hollywood.
Not a
cooperative
TV show.
This is not a TV show.
This is a co-op.
Let me be very clear. The reason why I feel, and I'm just being real, reason why I feel like God has led me to these individuals at this point in life, at this appointed time, is because you have three very strong-minded individuals. Tommy and Luke, they're not weak-minded individuals. The first one, these guys have done great numbers within real estate. They've owned brokerages. They're confident in front of the camera. You can tell by just looking at both these gentlemen on the camera, they're confident individuals. Why? Because most real estate agents don't do that. To put yourself out in front of individuals and not care what they think about you because you're going to attract the right individuals shows that you have some type of confidence about yourself. But, however, we are here together, working together. No ego involved.
Preach.
No ego involved.
Preach.
So us working together, right? Especially if me being the seller, I've negotiated your commission.
Right.
Exactly.
Come on now.
Okay? So we need to work together, not against each other, especially you being the buyer.
Yeah.
Right.
Your attitude needs to be, hey, this guy is helping me with my paycheck.
Right.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
Like whenever he's a mistake, I'm not arguing with them. Right? And especially now, every one of my listens, they always call, hey, is the seller paying BAC? I say, no, I'm paying the BAC. The 6% is mine.
Right.
The 6% is yours. It's mine, 6%.
Yeah.
I choose to share it with you. Right? I don't have to do that, but etiquette, because I respect the craft of being a realtor. I'm also a buyer, so I want someone to do it to others you want to do unto you, right? So I'm doing what I would want done to me and sharing my 6%.
Yeah.
As I appreciate others sharing their 6%.
Right.
And I act accordingly.
Yeah.
At all time. If it's never me getting out, I think maybe out of and I'll end on this because I'm thinking, you know how it is when you think of certain situations, it makes you upset. So I'm not going to go down that road, right?
Oh, we want you to go down that road. That's what's going to happen here in a minute.
But there's only one time where I felt like I got out of line too quickly because I'm like, why aren't you cooperating with me? Why are you making this harder? But usually with, my buyer wanting to purchase a home, I try to cooperate them. I try to give them what they want. I'm willing to work with them anyway because I know that, hey, it's your listing and you negotiated the BAC and my buyer wants to buy your house.
Yeah. Yeah. You one thing, just to piggyback off of that, another thing that kind of like goes hand in hand with that, we have to work together because it's not that, I have my buyer, you have your listing. No, what is best for the transaction?
Right.
Exactly.
I mean, because at the end of the day, all 1, 2, 3, 4, all 4 parties involved want the same exact thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
The buyer, the buyer's agent, the seller, the seller's agent, we all want the same thing, the household, right? So why not work together? Another thing that I hate when it comes
and
to
loan
that,
officers.
yeah, and loan, everybody,
yeah,
title company, everybody, the inspector,
Exactly.
everybody except the appraiser.
Hey,
Right.
hey,
Yeah,
care less. He
shout out to the appraiser. He don't care. He's still getting his money either way.
Oh my gosh, the appraiser.
But another thing that really like gives me the ick when it comes to working transactions, especially if you don't have abundance-minded individuals involved in the transaction. I'm talking about realtors are concerned, right? Is you get on the phone with that realtor and they start, and I hate when they do it to newer agents too. I've been in the business for 20 years. I've done X, Y, and Z. What does that matter?
You took that out of my. I was going to say that,
Bro,
What does that matter?
yes.
That new agent that just got into the business is sharper because he's trying to make sure he doesn't make any mistakes. So you may have been in the business for 20 years with 20 years of bad habits, 20 years of mistakes that you made.
I love you
trying
bringing
to
that up.
go against somebody that's sharp. They just came out of real estate school.
Yeah.
They're hungry. This is only their 3rd transaction. They're going to make sure that when every portion of this process, they're talking to their broker and their mentor.
Yeah.
They're not going to make any mistakes. But you touting your experience over them. I've never done that, bro.
Yeah.
I've never
gives
done
me
it
the
either.
ick anytime
It
any
annoys the
realtor-
heck out of me.
Yeah, you can see their profile picture or their business card. They're the agent they're doing this, leading in their picture. Because they've been in the business since 1984. You know?
Yeah, which
and
means
regardless
nothing.
of how
Which
much
means nothing,
experience you have, what you're basically saying is, I'm above getting better
Yeah.
because I've been doing this for so long.
Yeah.
I know everything.
So let's get
Yeah.
into story mode real quick, and we'll share some collective stories. I do remember one transaction in which that exact thing, that exact realtor. Said these things to me. We're having a conversation, and if I can go back in time, I do believe that we were trying to negotiate something. I don't remember if it was the first round or second round of negotiation, but it was an actual phone call. And this was a Redfin agent, which I'm just going to go ahead and say what it is. This agent was on salary. Okay. So at least back then, I can't speak to right now, they were given a whole lot of leads and a large workload for their salary that they agreed to. And this agent, in mid-conversation, said, you know what, Tommy? Last year, I did 250 transactions. I closed more than $8 million or $12 million in volume. And look, here's how this really needs to go. Your reputation, or what you already did has nothing to do
with this,
with where we are at right now. So you're really patting yourself on the back. You're not moving.
Ego.
That's ego. You're moving the negotiation process along zero because That's nothing I intend to share with my client. So you just wasted breath.
Yeah.
And on
You're
top of
right.
that, you did all that for
You just wasted-
for 5-figure salary.
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm sorry. I don't mean to poke fun at Redfin agents. It's not aimed at y'all. But homeboy, once I found out that they were working on salary, I'm like, okay, so who's the fool?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, let's move. Hold on, Daniel. Look, is there any story?
No, man, y'all trying to.
Let's talk about going. Let's talk about what happens online. Are you? We're not supposed to go after other agents' online leads, are we? Like on social media?
No, man. That. I mean, I guess that's just a personal ethic type situation where
you got a story.
Yeah, I got a story.
Lord have mercy.
I got a story that happened yesterday. So my wife and I, we go out, we shoot content for this duplex because, you know, I think every time we get an idea to generate business, I think it's a God-inspired idea. So I'm like, you know, the idea came, you know, I'm like, we're going out to shoot this duplex. Shot the duplex. My wife is amazing. She put together the mini chat that goes behind it. You know, so a person comments duplex and then it automatically responds, but it shoots them a DM with all of the information about the duplex. So that was last week.
Which is a great video.
I mean, like, it was a great video. We got a lot of response off. My wife posted it. I posted it. You know, we got a lot of response off of it. You know, and yesterday, that was last week. Yesterday, I get, you know, I'm at an appointment. My wife texts me like a screenshot from somebody else that's like, there's this message that says, hey, my name is X, Y, and Z. I just followed you. Are you thinking about buying a home in Texas? So I'm like, okay, who is this? I saw the name, but I'm like, who sent this to you? And she says that this came from one of your previous clients. She told me what the client name was. This came from one of your previous clients, and they said they commented on our duplex video. This person saw that they put
this agent
saw that that this person said, I'm interested in moving to Texas, and they thought it was free range. Let me go and follow this person
on your post.
On my post. Let me go and follow this person and ask them, are they looking to buy a house in Texas? Because I can't generate that kind of conversation myself. Let me go and do it under somebody else's
thread.
Yeah, under somebody else's thread. So you could imagine how fired up I got after I saw that.
Man,
very limited,
crazy.
Very limited mind belief.
Yes. And all of my years of doing this, that's happened once. And that pissed me off so bad.
Well, here's the deal. It may have happened more than you think.
Yeah, it may have happened more than you
caught it.
Yeah, you caught it once. Yeah. I mean, because and we talked about yesterday, one thing that you do not do. I will never give my resume under another realtor's post.
Yeah.
If you post a great video, if you post something that I feel is inspiring, hey, great information.
Great
emojis.
video.
Great video. Oh, I love this house. Not what, oh, yeah, I just sold a house in that area to my client. You know, I'm in that area. Like, this is not a time for you to be giving your resume on another realtor's post.
Yeah.
What? You know what I'm saying? You do not do that. These are probably classes that need to be taught in Champions now because times have changed.
Yeah, times have changed.
Or realtor school. Times have changed. This is
I don't understand how you don't have a moral compass.
Some people don't.
Yeah, you're right.
Common sense ain't so common.
Yeah, it ain't common at all.
But
it ain't common. And the crazy thing
with
is, I could have confronted this young lady because I know exactly who she is. I could have confronted her. It was underhanded that she did that anyway because we had a working relationship. You know, building up a working relationship.
Yeah, man.
And I could have confronted her because there was so much overwhelming evidence. Because the person could say, well, who are you to say that that's where I found this person at?
Right.
Well, this person that she DM'd, right, was a personal friend I mean, I've known this person for over 10 years.
Yeah.
They're in an entirely different state. We used to go to church together in Florida.
Wow.
Yeah.
You are a Texas realtor.
Yeah.
The only reason that this person commented on my post is because we're
my
friends
gosh.
from Florida.
Right.
And I live
Right.
in Texas now.
Right.
And
This is not good.
And the crazy thing, I've sold this person multiple homes, right? And the crazy thing is the reason she reached out to me because she saw it was unethical because my client is an attorney.
Oh my goodness.
That's right. I forgot. You did
Yes.
say she was an attorney.
My client is an attorney.
So they
She's
all
like, I
about
don't know
ethics.
how ethics work in real estate, but this is a 1,000% no in the practice of law.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't go
yeah,
after someone else's leads.
Yeah, that's crazy.
No.
That shows a lack, or it shows a scarcity mindset.
Big time.
Scarcity
It shows a
mindset.
scarcity mindset.
This is an
When-
agent that we were past tense thinking about bringing on board. They are totally uninvited to all future courses and beneficial events that will be held for real estate agents.
Yeah, the thing is, I can't. And I told you guys that yesterday. Like that person can come around, but I'm not gonna be able to hide it. You know,
Yeah.
I won't be able to hide it. I mean, to be honest with you, because it's like you've heard so many times, like when a person shows you who they are,
Believe them.
believe them.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like if I get involved with you in anything else, can I expect to be stabbed in my back?
So here's the
100%,
thing, but there's
100%,
red
yeah.
flags in all sorts of relationships
Yes.
before you dive deep in.
Yeah.
Right? So this
Yeah,
is
very true. Yeah,
this is a red flag. I remember going back to my old, having a girlfriend days.
Red flag. Yeah.
There's red flags that pop up.
Yeah.
Hey, this one cry every time she have a drink. Or this one always want to fight. Or this one is, a little too promiscuous. So these
Right,
red
yeah,
flags.
yeah.
And it's like, honestly, I'm going to take a step back.
Yeah.
We have to have standards. Red flag, I'll just put it this way. Red light, full halt. Right?
Yeah.
Stop what you're doing. Don't bring this agent any closer to you or what have you. Yellow light and green light. This was a big red light. Like, this is, and yellow light at minimum.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
This is a full pause type of situation because there's so much that has to be addressed. And if this was any one of your associates, this has happened to be my associate. That's like what we're talking about. If it was any one of your associates, and we have our traditional family event. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm not.
yeah,
I'm not
sure.
cool with.
Yeah.
And because now it's like, okay, do you value what we are building, or is it really all about Is it all about the money for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and this topic is so important because it's really about your reputation.
Yes.
There are a lot of realtors who have their license in the Dallas-Lane area. I know just all across the country, even the world. However, the realtors who are really either making noise or really doing production, that circle is very small. It's not very big.
10%.
10% of the 10% to do most of the transactions. So your name means something in this game. You may not think it does, but realtors talk, people talk. People are always watching. So your name really honestly means something. And the book we're reading now in our group, 10X is easier than 2X, it says in there where it's really about the quality, not the quantity. Who we're attracting. We're really looking for quality individuals who want to work with us, who want to be a part of us. We're not just looking for just any Joe Smo that wants to come on. We're looking for quality individuals like we're looking for quality clients.
Yeah.
To which we want to welcome you all to the Collective Code.
Welcome to the Collective
All right.
Code.
I said we would let our hair down and we done got wound up. Welcome to the Collective Code.
We do want to invite you. We want to.
Yeah. Look, like this video, share, drop a comment below of experiences that you've had, Realtor Icks. Even drop us a story. And if you want to connect with us privately, you can do that at huntglobalcollective.com. We didn't let it get all the way to 20 minutes before we let them know.
That's what this is about.
Yeah.
I mean, we give a lot of informative content, but this is also, it's good to lay your head. Like these are conversations that sometimes realtors don't have a chance to talk to other realtors about. I mean, how many people do we have now that come to our calls that they don't have a family, they don't have a community, and they're on the island all by themselves, which they get stressed out and want to jump off a cliff because they don't have people to express their concerns and the things they're going through. So, we welcome you all. Definitely reach out to us if you want to know what it looks like to work with us.
So I have a question. Is kind of what we're talking about, is that in any sort of correlation to realtors that will go and kind of hover around model homes for home builders and kind of play shortstop? Have you ever seen that? Because that happened.
I know somebody that does.
This was a long time ago. Yeah. I remember certain realtors doing that, and they would put out a sign on the way to this whole slew of model homes in a community.
They put a sign out.
There was a sign, and the realtor would be out there on the street trying to hand out business cards saying, I'll represent you for 1% if you or I'll give you a 2% rebate if you do that.
Wow.
It kind of cheapens what we do, doesn't it?
Well, it does, and there are word travels. Word travels fast, especially there are some individuals, which we won't name any names, of course, but who do that where they charge 1% and the buyer tends to be a certain way. The buyer tends to not be very cooperative. It's not an enjoyable transaction, and you don't get any help from the buyer's agent. The buyer's agent is practically ghost because they're giving away their whole commission.
Yeah.
When people and realtors get a sense of that, they're not supposed to do that because you're supposed to always do what's ethical. You're supposed to always do what's in the best interest of the client. I want to make sure that's clear. That's real estate school.
Yeah.
That's real estate law. However, that's what we're supposed to do as realtors.
And we're not talking about setting commissions either.
No, we're not talking about that. But that's what we are supposed to do as realtors. Let me make that very clear. Okay, so that's what you should be doing. However, human nature is, right, where you will get realtors who will see, oh, this person is preparing to offer. I'm going to do all I can to convince my client, especially if it's a most small situation, or if it's an offer that they feel their client is not going to, they'll convince their client not to take the offer.
Yeah.
There are some realtors out there where now you're not made supposed to, you let them make the decision.
Yeah.
But that's why your name means so much in this business.
It's
you
true.
know?
Yeah, if you think about it, the circle of realtors, real estate agents, I mean, like it is a small circle of agents, even though like in a metro area like this, you have thousands and thousands of realtors. But I mean, like, if you're doing deals, you're going to come across those same realtors again.
Yeah,
You're going to come across them
True.
again, whether even if it's not doing a deal with them again. I'm gonna see that girl in a broker's open or something.
It's true.
It's gonna happen.
I'm gonna see I hope y'all with me because I can't. The hood in me just ain't gonna let me. My face can't. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't threatening or anything, but I'm just saying it's like and I'm around somebody that I know you done me wrong. I can't just. It's
wild because we were face to face.
Yeah. Yeah, face to face.
Wild.
Taking a photo together.
We did take a photo
in
together.
our house.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
your couch. You came in my house, jumped on my couch. I'm Rick James.
That's all I could see in my head. Like, wow, man. You had a that's blatant disrespect.
Hey, I mean, but as funny as we being, I mean, being ethical in this business is very, very important, guys.
It takes you a long way. Once you get a bad name, you just think about this. You know, Tommy, how long have you been in real estate? 15 years, right?
Yeah.
How
16
many
now.
How many? You have reviews online, right?
Oh, yeah.
How many bad reviews do you have?
0.
How long you been in the business?
Since 2017.
How many bad reviews do you have?
0, and I snapped off on one realtor in my night, and I called back, and even though it was warranted, it was warranted.
Okay.
It was warranted.
All right.
But I did call him back,
And
I apologized.
did you? Okay,
I did.
Good for
Reason
you.
why I apologized is because I knew where I wanted to go. I know where I wanted to go.
No bad
I know what I
mojo.
want to do.
Yeah.
And I did not want that just bad. Yeah, bad. You know, even though it was warranted, he was out.
What'd
of
you
line.
snap on him
He
for?
was out of line.
What for? What?
Well, actually, there was a few things that he was
Okay.
out of line for, and the third just kind of broke the camel's back. Long story
Okay.
short, it broke the camel's back, and so I didn't want him to think and I could have handled it still sternly, but I went a little bit overboard in regards to getting a little bit too loud.
Yeah.
Didn't say anything too, but I went
Okay.
pretty loud, and then of course it got things back on track, but so I did apologize. Hey man, I don't apologize for what I said. I meant exactly what I said. I just apologize for the way that it was said, and this is why I think you are aligned here, and this is why it got to this point. Let's get back on track here.
Was it in the middle of a
And-
transaction?
Yeah, it was in the middle of a transaction.
okay.
It was in the middle of a transaction. I said, let's get back on track here. I said, because, I don't have any ego here. And I see that you're trying to, strong arm me in this situation where I'm just trying to negotiate for both of us, for both
you
of
have
our
the buyer
sides.
or the
So
seller?
I had the seller, and he had a buyer. And I had a seller and buyer, and it was in between in an inspection period. It was inspection time where they were asking for a lot of just mundane things. If it's
Okay.
mechanical, structure, engineer, great. It was a great house. Those are things you can kind of ask for outside of just little nitpicky knobs here and there. It's now like it's getting ridiculous here. You're not buying a brand new house. The main things are okay, and so. It was just some of the reasonable asks that were happening, and it just kind of got a little overboard. But I wanted to make sure I smooth things over because I realized that I want to do great things in this in this industry, and I want to help a lot of realtors out. And so the best way to do that is to have a good name out there to the best of my ability.
Yeah. And
But things are going to happen.
The
but don't
reason,
be. Yeah, things are going to happen.
Yeah,
It's
things are gonna happen. But the reason I asked, like, do you have a bad review? Right? So it gave me
okay.
time
Sorry,
to look
we
mine up
hijacked
too. It gave me time to look at over 200 reviews, all of them 5-star.
Okay.
Right? Your name means everything in this business.
Yeah.
You know what it takes to get 50, 100 5-star reviews. To get
good
20
names.
5-star
20,
reviews,
yeah,
you have
yeah.
to have a good name.
Goes to the heart of the person.
Exactly. That tells a person when they go and look you up, oh, this I don't see anything negative. But once you get that negative mark on there, that one bad review speaks louder than anything else.
really does.
Yeah.
It really does.
Even if you shouldn't have gotten it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the crazy thing about
it
it.
speaks louder.
It's true.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell a story real quick about the one time that I went off on a realtor. All right, this is young Tommy and
Not Tommy 2.0.
No,
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is Tommy point 4.
0.5 Tommy.
Tommy point 4. I wasn't even a full one. So this goes back to around 2012 or 2013. All right. So I'm in my early 30s and I'd only been licensed a few years, scrambling for every client that I was able to get. I represented the seller on this one transaction. The husband and I grew up with each other. We've known each other since grade school. He and his wife were selling their home. They asked me to represent them. I market the home, get us a buyer, and the buyer's agent was far older than me. All right, didn't look like us, and I don't think he likes someone that looked so opposite of him with a listing, and it was a nice listing. As we approach the closing table, I get a call from my client saying, "Hey, the buyer's agent kind of we caught them during their walkthrough as they were walking in, or as we were walking in and they were leaving. It was their final walkthrough. And he said something to me that kind of struck me as like really rude. He was like, "Hey, how did this agent get you?"
Oh, wow.
Like, he's really young and inexperienced. To
Wow.
which,
I remember you told me this story now.
yeah,
I
to
forgot,
which I said, "Oh, all right, all right." So closing is coming up because that was the final walkthrough, and we crossed paths at the title company.
I remember.
So inside of the title company, this was in a strip center, right? So outside is the sidewalk and outside. So I see him inside. I almost said, so I caught him inside.
Caught him outside, ran up on him.
Yeah, so I see him inside, and I said, "Hey, would you mind talking to me outside real quick?" So
Smart.
he comes outside. So we're standing on the sidewalk, and I kind of knew what I wanted to say. It just did not necessarily come out that way.
Yeah.
All right.
It happens.
So I say, I got Jaden smiling over there. He's enjoying the story. So
Mr. J, the producer.
I said, it's not verbatim. I said, "Hey, my clients told me that you made contact with them about me getting the listing. And I gotta say, I'm shocked that one agent would do that to another. Second, dang well, you should not be speaking with my
Yeah,
clients.
you shouldn't be talking to
And
them.
third, I would wipe the floor with you." And that part was verbatim. I remember saying that. What I meant to say was, in any real estate marketing or knowing my stuff, knowing my contracts, I'm a better agent than you.
Yeah.
He took it as, I will wipe the
Right.
floor with you,
Exactly.
literally.
Right.
He
Like
thought
fighting.
you was
man.
fighting.
He did. He
Yeah.
thought we.
Yeah, yeah.
And
But you
he
meant
got in his
metaphorically.
car
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah.
With a capital T. Fast.
Yeah,
And I said, I haven't seen him since. And this was, a
He might have
long
quit.
time ago.
He might have quit real estate.
And,
Tommy done ran the man out the business.
But
But
see
yeah,
who's
yeah.
in the wrong there. It's not of any of our business
Yes.
how another agent got their clientele.
Nobody's
so
business.
don't do that to anyone else.
Nobody
Yeah,
business.
One thing I think that this all comes back to is you have to understand that even if we are not in the same community, we are the same community.
We are, man.
We're all
We are,
realtors.
man.
I mean,
We
like
are, man.
I might not need you today, but there's gonna be a client that I have or a listing that I have, and you're gonna have the buyer for it. Or you're gonna have the listing for the buyer that I have. I mean, like what goes up must come down.
100%.
You
man.
know what? So what do you want to come down on you? What are you sending up?
Yeah.
And let's just really respect each other. Like
Exactly.
it doesn't matter your nationality, male, female, your religion, whatever you practice. At the end of the day, we're here to want to provide, of course, for our family, for our friends, and especially for our clients.
Yes.
And we all have the same goal and need to just work together and keep that in mind.
One of the last things that I want to say, let's go back to ego real quick, because there may have been a little bit of an ego trip by that gentleman. But I want to talk to the listing agents and even to ourselves. We know that feeling when we get a listing and we got buyers and buyers agents coming in, right?
Yeah.
It can be a little intoxicating to be the point of contact, especially if it's a gorgeous listing, especially if we are having a wonderful time and we're having a 6-figure GCI, 7-figure GCI a year. In these times, I encourage all of us to really seek gratitude and humility in those shoes. I'm guilty of it. Of talking to buyers agents which is crazy because on the opposite end, I'm a buyer's agent. I'm needy. I need you to really consider my client's offer. I need you to this. I need you to do this. And taking all emotions out, I'm trying to do something for my buyer.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
it seems like so easily we can forget these things when we're the listing agent.
Yeah.
And so this is just kind of talking to all of us. Just continue to be humble and lose the ego when you're dealing with another agent.
100%, and be willing to check ego. I mean, we as strong individuals, you know, the you know, Daniel 0.0, like Tommy said, was not good with, you know, being discerning of his own ego, you know, by checking his own ego. But Daniel 2.0, right? You know, I can feel it coming up to where I can just check it right away, check the ego. So just be conscious of what triggers your ego. That way you can check it immediately and help the transaction flow. And not just within business. I do that within family and friends, you know, just in life in general, you know, knowing how to just check ego.
It's hard to check that ego when you pull up clean, though.
Yeah.
I mean, when you pull up real clean, it's like, ain't no one touching me right now. Not today, not never.
That's confidence, though. That's confidence.
There's a line that has to be drawn in the sand, right? But we're kind of preaching here, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of agents that pull up clean and they let that ride with them all the way into their appointment or into their, you know, conversation with another realtor. And it's like, okay.
Yeah,
you cannot do that right now. We're good because we're in the same boat.
Yeah,
which
you
is, which is possible. I mean, because you know we stay clean. You know, we stay clean, but it is, you know, we're talking to people, man. We all trying to accomplish the same thing. Yeah. At the end of the day, we all trying to accomplish the same thing.
That's if you treat every realtor interaction just like you would treat that individual that comes to you as a lead, our industry would be so it would be so amazing. Because just think about when you get that lead in, okay, what can I do to convince this person to work with me? So what if we as realtors took that same mind frame or same mindset that, hey, I'm going to convince this guy that I'm the guy that he should be working with.
100%.
You know, I'm presenting an amazing offer 100%. With this amazing buyer, but I still need the relationship with Dan. I still need the relationship with Tommy, with Sarah, with such and such. And if you had that thinking, what happened to me on yesterday would have never happened.
It wouldn't have
because she would have been like, I need that relationship with Luke.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because she does not value relationship. She was like, screw to him. I'll step on him to get what I want.
That's short-sighted.
And you have
so short-sighted.
And you have to value it, because I mean this is a story from another realtor on our team that had an offer. It was back when, like, you're getting 10, 12, 15 offers on a listing.
Sure.
And got two offers that were very, very similar. I mean, almost identical, right? Almost identical. And at that time, you were getting a lot of offers that were pretty identical. You got to call back and say, hey, we got pretty neck and neck. Like, is this your best and final offer? So it's one of those things. And so the client asked the realtor, well, what do you think? Which offer should we take? And she said, well, the only thing I really have to go off to go is I know this realtor in this transaction. I've worked with him on many other deals. And I know he's going to do all he can to make sure this goes as smoothly as possible. Wow. And the client, of course, listened to the realtor. They said, okay, that's what we go with.
Correct.
And those things, a lot of things happen behind the scenes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That you have no idea about.
Correct. Yeah.
And I mean, that's just a real example of, your name and being ethical, how far it can go.
Yeah.
Yeah. The reputation is something else.
Yeah, man.
Guys, we hope that you enjoyed this episode of The Collective Code. We enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it, I enjoyed it. Maybe Luke didn't enjoy it, but
you got PTSD over here. Yeah. I done triggered Luke's PTSD.
Nah.
I apologize.
And I know the young lady is going to see this.
Yeah. We did this
Learn
purposefully.
to value relationships. You can go further with other people, a lot more further with other people than you can by yourself.
Man,
and if you continue to burn bridges, I mean, how many bridges are you going to have? If you continue to burn bridges, and you may not have thought you were burning a bridge because you didn't think that it was going to come back to you. But like I told my guys, this is a biblical principle. If you find a thief, then that thief owes you back sevenfold. And I want you to know that I am a man of prayer, and I'm not praying witchcraft prayers over you or anything, but I do want you to know that I expect my sevenfold. The Bible promised it to me when I found a thief, and I found you stealing. You were stealing out of my comments. You DM'd and stole from me, so I expect the sevenfold. You know, but there's no hard feelings. I just can't hide it on my face if I see you in public. I can't. I'm not fake like that. You know, I just can't hide it on my face. You know. But God bless you. I'm expecting my sevenfold return.
Hey, and Luke is not playing around. This was a Bible verse that he sent to Daniel and I.
Which I'm surprised. I have not heard of that verse.
Yeah,
I have not heard of that. Which is I'm surprised. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. Again, thank you all for tuning in
On a
to
lighter
the
note.
Collective Code. Drop a comment, share.
Yes.
And we're looking forward to the next one, guys.
See you next time.